What we're talking about today is staying in the present moment. What that means. Have you ever been doing something, maybe taking a walk, for example, and you're thinking so far ahead, or trying to go to sleep? That's another good one. And you're thinking, and your mind is just racing, and you're thinking about what's happening next year, what's happening tomorrow, all the things you need to get done. You're starting to worry about something you have no control over, and your mind is just racing, and then you can't get to sleep, or you're not enjoying what you're doing. So this is a way to stay in the present moment so that you can enjoy what's happening around you. It's also a way to meditate so that your brain gets a break, because when your brain goes in circles like that, when you are thinking, trying to go to sleep, and you're thinking and you can't stop, or let's say you're taking a walk, or you're working on another task, and you're thinking and you can't stop. It's like your muscle is holding something and it's contracting until it's fatigued, and your brain ends up fatigued, and then you end up anxious, or just scatterbrained, or whatever. So this is a way to put yourself into the present moment so that your brain gets a little break, because your brain needs a break too. And that's why it's so important to get enough sleep, because your brain does get a break when you sleep, but you also need a brain break if you get into this type of thinking. So we're going to take a little brain break and do some things to stay in the present moment. And however you're comfortable. A really, really good thing to try is, there's an app that you can get for your phone, absolutely free, and it's called, I knew I was going to forget this. It's called Smiling Mind. So it's an app called Smiling Mind, and you can load it onto your phone or your iPad, absolutely free, and it will take you through these meditations. So what I like to do is I put my earphones in, I lay down, and the voice guides you through the meditation. And the one that I like the best, the one that actually does it this way, is called Breath and Sounds. So you get into a comfortable position, and then you just start using your breathing and the sounds that are around you to get a little brain break. So here's how it works. You can close your eyes and just put your hands somewhere where you're relaxed. Take a deep breath. You can let it go. We did this deep breathing before. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs, and let it go. Take another deep breath, and let it go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to breathe just like that and count the breaths. So actually you're going to count in would be 1, out would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you keep counting and breathing, and I will talk. Now as you're counting and breathing, concentrate on listening to your breathing. If you're counting in your head and listening to your breathing, it's very hard to have your mind leap off into all those thoughts. Also, as you're counting and you're breathing, make yourself open to whatever sounds you're hearing. I can hear birds. I can hear distant traffic. I can hear the breeze. And just continue counting, breathing, and listening. Now the last thing when you're doing this that you need to do, because your brain will start to think, it's a brain and it thinks, that's what it does. So if you start to move ahead and start thinking about things like what you have to do this evening, or well, what am I making for supper, or whatever you start to think of, try to visualize that thought as a picture on a piece of paper in a notebook. Now, just take that piece of paper out of the notebook and let it blow away. So every time you start to think, stop yourself, turn that thought, turn that page, let it blow away, and get back to breathing, counting, and listening. So I'll do 10 more with you. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open your eyes. Start to come back to yourself. And hopefully that gave your brain a little bit of a break. And what that does then is gives your mind a rest so that you can think a little more clearly and be a little less stressed out, because when your brain starts doing that unending loop, it starts to make you anxious. And haven't you been doing that unending loop sometimes right now, thinking on ahead about what's going to happen next, what's going to happen, when are we going back to school, when are we going back to work, what will happen if we try, and your brain just starts in that endless loop. So this is a way to make it relax and make it stop. Check out Smiling Mind. It's a great app, and it'll put you right through that. All you have to do is put your headphones in and let the voice talk you through. It's usually, the breath and sounds meditation is about a 10-minute meditation. So staying in the present.